Everybody, this is the special holiday edition of this show. We're live streaming here on the Wednesday prior to Christmas. We got, what, 2 days? How many? Thursday, Friday. You could still shop early Saturday morning, maybe, like at Walmart, because it's open 24 hours, but you're running out of hours. Let's just put it that way if you've got to get some Christmas shopping done. Great to be with everybody. Hopefully you're having a great holiday week. You know, we had an email last week, and a listener of RealAg Radio said, "Hey, are you doing the Christmas special again this year?" And we said, "Yes, we are, actually. We have so we can call this by special request." So, of course, that sounds pretty good, eh? So just to go through it with everybody, just to make sure everybody knows who everybody is, this is the RealAg content team, or at least a portion thereof. We've got a few absentees today. So let's do a very quick introduction. In my bottom right-hand corner, it is Kara Oosterhuis. Hey, Kara, how are you?
Good. Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. I know I say this every year, but it really does seem like, I think it's just because we've had such an open fall. It's been so warm that Christmas seems to have come really, really quickly this year.
I would agree
And
totally with that.
I think I'm freezing up here a little bit. Lovely way to start the broadcast. You can tell it's been a while since we've done anything live. So we'll hand it on over to, I believe you'll go to Lyndsey next.
That just gave me memories, Kara, of the first time you hosted RealAg Live and things freezing up and going wrong, and it's all good. That's what a live stream is all about. Lyndsey, how are you?
You know, I'm doing well. I will probably also freeze up like Kara does. It's usually my internet that is rude, so that's cool. Whoa, Jim in Esther, Alberta, just saw the Deb Murphy's hometown. Look at that. Yeah, no, it's we've got a bit of a little snow squall thing happening today, and it feels very Christmassy. So unlike Kara, I'm going with it feels like Christmas. But I did want to add, with Christmas being Saturday, this week is very busy. And I was kind of hoping for to coast to Christmas, but we're not going to do that. This content team has been working pretty hard the past couple of days. That's for sure.
Yeah, and we'll get to Christmas parties in a second. Let's go through the introductions. Kelvin, how are you?
Doing well. Merry Christmas, everyone. Looking forward to, hopefully things slowing down a bit here over the weekend. I know our kids' hockey schedule at least is taking a break, and we're hoping that it gets to resume again after the holidays. But in the meantime, we'll enjoy a bit of a quieter time over the Christmas, over the weekend. And yeah, like Lyndsey, like you said, when Christmas is in the middle of the week, we usually get at least a little bit of a slowdown ahead of time. But this week, it seems like everything's being crammed in before the Christmas Eve deadline.
Any Christmas tournaments, Kelvin?
They've all been canceled here in Manitoba. There were some hockey tournaments planned for the holidays, but they are on. Yeah, they can't happen until at least sometime in January.
Yeah, news yesterday.
More
the
time
Max
to watch
tournament.
the juniors.
Well,
Yep,
that is true. That is a Canadian holiday tradition for sure.
Or actually go watch it in person. It's in Red Deer in Edmonton.
Well, they're at half capacity, so they're going to have some real fun conversations, phoning all the ticket holders and saying, "Hey, by the way, you had a ticket to Sunday's game. You're not going." That'd be fun. Really fun. Really fun.
You don't get to watch Canada. You get to watch Germany or something like that.
Congratulations. Yep. Ethiopia versus Slovakia. You're good.
Ethiopia. Wow.
I don't know. I don't think they're in the tournament. That may have been a stretch. I may have been a little bit of hyperbole there. Hey, and Bern Tobin, how are you?
I'm doing good, Shaun. And as I say, if I'm not frozen up yet, I may get frozen up because I brought along the let's see there. I brought along the screech.
By the way,
can't see it, Bern. Yep.
There we go. There we go.
The screech.
Just in case we need to get into something here, but as I say, feeling not frozen yet, but you never know, could freeze up any second.
So is screech like a Newfoundlander's eggnog?
No, what it is a Jamaican rum. It's a poor quality Jamaican rum, is what it is, and it's more. I put more in my fruitcake than I actually drink. So that being said, I'd prefer a little eggnog, a little screech, whatever you can get your hands on.
You guys are
But isn't
stealing
it
all
a-
my rapid fire questions. Like,
Isn't it a Newfoundland thing though, Bern?
Well,
Don't
yeah,
people
I
go to
mean,
Newfoundland and yeah.
well, Newfoundlanders will drink some of it, but it's more of a get screeched in. It's more for tourists than anything else. Kiss the cod, have a drink of
Mhm.
screech, stuff like that. It's Newfoundlanders may like be drinking like the Lamb's Palm Breeze or something like that. Looking at
Ooh.
those palm trees flowing. And the more you drink, the
Which-
more they move in the label.
yeah, everyone thinks Newfoundland palm trees. Now, but Bern, you do have a fruitcake at hand.
Oh,
Right?
of
Could
course,
you
yes.
could you
Yes, yes, yes.
show us, and then I think the audience should try and guess the weight. I think we're going to
This
say
is,
in pounds.
So I always
Not
bake a
kg.
fruitcake. I'm not in Newfoundland, but I always get my mother on the FaceTime,
Look at
and we
that.
bake fruitcake. We bake 2 fruitcakes. So I bake these on Tuesday, I think.
That's a loaf of fruitcake.
Oh yeah,
How
well I
big?
wrapped it up, unfortunately, because you've got to keep them moist, obviously. But this
Yeah.
thing, I'll tell you, anybody who does curls, this is about 5 pounds, and if I hit myself in the head, I could knock myself out cold right now.
Mhm.
Ellie
There you
Mae,
go.
Beverly Hillbillies, right there.
This brings up a lot of questions, Bern. I have, but with the amount of booze that is in that fruitcake, why would one need to wrap it to preserve it? Isn't it already sort of just self-contained in itself?
Respiration. You don't want to lose it. You've got to keep it.
You got to keep all that booze in there.
Makes
Also,
sense.
it will probably
It's a
keep
sweaty
for...
bread.
It's a sweaty bread.
Well, actually, I may have missed my ingredients up a bit. This I would call on the dry side, Kara. A little dry, this cake, and I think my mother's going to find that out when she tastes it. A little dry.
Does she send you like a
Did your
rating
mother?
of each fruitcake that you sent?
Nah.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
we're all freezing. There
well,
you go.
I was going to. Hopefully, my mother was going to get it a little earlier. My sister couldn't get to Newfoundland because of some restrictions, but we'll get it there, and she'll taste it, and she'll be kind to her son and say it's very good, Bernard, and she may hold back
Oh.
because it may be a little dry.
There you go.
Well, farmer from Olds, Alberta, Jeff Nielsen's watching, and I believe he's down in PVR. If I've been following his Facebook page as closely as I should,
I think he's home now.
Is he home now?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, he's into the tequila. Is tequila a Christmas drink? Does it qualify?
Everything's a Christmas drink.
If you drink it at Christmas, it's okay. So that is
Drink it at
my
Christmas.
okay. This is. I was gonna save this, but this is one of my questions: is do you drink eggnog as an adult? Do you drink eggnog without alcohol in it and like it? Kara,
Oh yeah.
really? Huh?
Are
Really?
you-
Yeah.
Carrie,
100%. Sometimes I'll mix it off with milk even. Have a half and half.
Oh my God.
this is
Oh,
that's odd.
Bow Island half and half. Half milk, half eggnog.
It's like an Ernie Palmer for
Roll it.
Christmas.
Okay, Kelvin, do you drink eggnog? Wait, Kelvin's a Heppner. If you could have eggnog with rum in it,
Yeah,
what
speaking theoretically,
would, yeah, theoretically, just in case his parents are watching,
if it's
would you?
no,
Yeah.
the kids like it. They've come around to liking it, and so yeah, we sometimes have it after a meal kind of thing as a treat. But if it's after 6 o'clock in the evening, yeah, it probably has some rum in it. But
Okay.
no, I think we're on our second carton of it already, so we've already
Oh.
gotten into it.
Wow.
Chris is off camera right now, setting up something that we don't want to have happen live. Anyway, so-
I'm not. Oh goodness.
Oh, Tina Road.
I
Oh
don't know.
goodness.
Don't worry,
Oh,
we're
goodness.
okay. He's now left. There we go.
I used to be on the eggnog train. I've left. I don't know. People love it. Like especially the Kirkland, the spiked version you get at Costco. Like people just like drink that stuff up.
I haven't been to Costco in years.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Kara keeps disappearing.
Kara
Yeah,
keeps on
Kara-
disappearing.
She says that she does not. Bow Island Internet does not love her today.
Well,
Oh,
Ellen, you see Ellen Sparry here making some good points about
see
margarita.
this. I like this. It's green.
Yes,
Green is a
solid
Christmas
drink,
color.
solid choice.
Therefore, by Transitive Properties, tequila is a Christmas beverage. I like it.
Yep.
I like how that's science, people. That's
Yep.
science.
Christiana said from in the office here says homemade eggnog is far superior to store bought. I will tell you this. Christy dropped off some Christmas baking at my house on Sunday. Legit. Legit. Oh my God. There were these peanut butter squares. It was all good, but she could have filled the whole tray with those things.
Was it like the peanut butter squares with the marshmallows in it?
No.
Oh, that's too bad because those are delicious.
No.
Okay, can I share? I learned this week a recipe for Christmas cheer. That's what we call it, Christmas cheer. And it is 1 can of condensed milk. If you can get the dulce de leche variety, do that. It is the 1 liter of half and half, not Bow Island half and half. It is 3 eggs, and then the condensed milk can of whiskey, and you put it in a blender and you blend it and you pour it over ice, and it's deadly.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's super good. Just like avert your eyes to the whole raw egg thing. But anyway, I guess if you really wanted to, you could get like pasteurized egg whites or something, but whatever. Anyway, there you go. It's delicious.
If I was to pick one person on the RealAg team that would go full Clark Griswold on their Christmas lights, it would be Bern. And I want to test this theory. Bern, do you have your Christmas lights up?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And are they amazing?
Put them up last. They're pretty good. I mean, not overdone, not underdone. Maybe just in the middle. I tend to, keep them simple. So as Shaun would say, I don't put myself in a position where I can lose it and have to get out the chainsaw, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Forever managing Bern is what it is.
Yeah, well, that's actually...
You need more screech to calm you down.
Yeah, exactly. Managing Bern. I like that. Janet, date square. Does anybody else call it matrimonial cake? Anyway, I love date squares. They're not really a thing here.
What do you call it, Lyndsey? Back up.
Yeah, matrimonial cake.
Is that date squares?
Yeah,
I've heard
it's
that
like date cake.
term, but I
Yeah,
don't know what it
see,
was.
I think it might be a Manitoba thing, Kelvin. It might be
it is,
yeah, it might be our Manitoban showing. Sorry about that, everyone.
You make fun of Bow Island, but more and more do I hear you say it's a Manitoba thing. So
Yeah.
Okay, but that's like the whole province, not one town that is also not an island, Bow Island. But anyway, whatever. Whenever I mail anything to Kara, I always put Bow Island in quotes.
Does it go on the ferry?
It's like, how's it getting to the island, Kara? Yeah, it's just going regular mail, everybody. Anyway.
Every island needs a beach, and it doesn't have a beach either.
See?
We have the South Saskatchewan River, guys. Not even
There
the
you
Bow
go.
River goes through us. But
Yeah.
hey.
Not even. Okay.
It was their way of trying to attract all the pioneers. When there was this, everybody was head out west. It was sort of they came up with the best name they possibly could, Bow Island. It sounded really resort-like, trying to trick everybody. They showed up there. They put their flag at the ground. They said, "Where the hell's the island?"
This is entirely
Well,
untrue,
I'm
this story.
pretty sure I've told the story before, but there's a nearby town called Grassy Lake, and this is such a Bow Island story that they named the town wrong. Bow Island was supposed to be Grassy Lake, which actually has the Bow River nearby, and we were supposed to be Grassy Lake, but they didn't even name our town right, so that's where Bow Island.
There you go. See? So I am
There you go,
correct to put
everybody.
quotes. Yeah,
So
there you go.
It really could be quotations, yeah.
So
Yeah.
a bit of a sneak peek into tomorrow's Farmer Rapid Fire, which I have. Here's a secret: I recorded it this afternoon. And the question of the day produced some really interesting results. So we have been asking, when do you put up your Christmas tree? Is it fake or is it real? Do you have Christmas lights? Last week, I believe, was what's your favorite Christmas movie? This
Die
week
Hard.
was incredibly difficult for the farmers. And it kind of blew me away. It was, what is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh.
And I'll be honest, we had 2 farmers that say, I hate Christmas music.
Really?
I was actually a little bit surprised. There was a bit of an there's just like my wife is into it, and one of them was Ethan Wallace. Joanna, Lyndsey, good friend of yours. He was like,
Nathan.
Joanna is so into Christmas music. I just feel like I have to be against it. That was kind of what he said.
That actually says a lot about their entire relationship. So, but how can you like Christmas with Bing? Like like you don't like that?
Oh,
How can you not like Bing Crosby singing Christmas songs?
Well,
It's
Okay,
like
but
if you don't
you
like
hate Alabama
music, you don't
Christmas,
like
then
music.
that's
oh yeah, right. The Alabama Christmas.
because Alabama's terrible. So of course, why would I like Alabama Christmas songs? Come on, or
I could see
Boney M.
Well,
somebody
you got to
who's
go to
worked
the
up.
other end. You got to go to the. I was going to say you got to go to the other end, Lindsay. You got to go like Motorhead's "Run, Run, Rudolph." That's the real deal.
Oh goodness.
Here we go. Kelvin, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say, I can sympathize with somebody who's worked in a mall or in retail, probably not appreciating some of the Christmas classics that they've heard 1,000 times. But yeah, Christmas
Yeah.
music, I love Christmas music. You got to get it playing in November already and keep
You
it
do?
going. Right
It's
through
the whole
Christmas,
nostalgia thing.
When do you stop
Yes.
listening though, Kelvin?
New Year's, right around New Year's sometime it would stop, I guess.
Oh,
I don't
see?
know. I
Oh, that's interesting.
it was just a part of our family growing up, and I guess getting that Boney M cassette tape going and all of those types
Love
of
Boney M. Yeah.
classics. There's some nostalgia, and
Beauty.
it's always
Hmm.
it was always fun. Played piano and guitar and as a kid, and once you got into the time of year where you could practice your Christmas songs, they were always a lot more fun than some of the other songs that you played the rest of the year. So maybe it goes back to that.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite song to play, Kelvin?
Oh, you're breaking up. Favorite
Oh.
Christmas
Song to
song?
play.
Favorite one? Oh, song,
Oh,
to,
song to
play.
play.
Oh,
To play.
it would be some of the classic Joy to the World or Silent Night or some of those in terms of like actually playing it. But in terms of listening to, I don't know. There'd be all kinds. I don't know if I have one top of the list. Any version of Little Drummer Boy is something that I enjoy. But
I can
yeah.
play
How about you,
Yankee
Bert?
Doodle on the piano. Does that count as a Christmas song?
no.
It does if you're wearing a Santa hat. Yeah, then it's totally fine.
Okay.
I think my
Uh,
favorite on the
yeah.
piano was always Carol the Bells because you could put the pedal down and you could have all sorts of stuff going on.
Put the
It was great
pedal
as a kid.
down.
Grandma
Oh my
got run over by a reindeer rocking
Yeah,
around the
here we
Christmas tree.
go. John
There you go.
Denver
If
and the
you- if
Muppets,
you-
12 Days of
Nice,
Christmas.
nice.
Yes.
How about
Good job. That's a
AC/DC?
good
I
one,
Want a
Jeff.
Mistress for Christmas. That was when the Razor's Edge album. That was good.
Also, I disagree with Ken in the Christmas sweater. That just as soon as I hear it, I'm just like, oh no. Anyway, that one gets me too.
Jim
I
Hale's
don't
got a whole
love that
list.
one.
He's got like
I
what did he have
know.
here?
I
Ooh,
like it.
John Denver and the Muppets.
Yeah. Although
That
I
is
am gonna
definitely-
throw out.
all
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna throw out there. The Odds do an amazing version of We Three Kings. It is super good. Yeah, it's a really good. It's one of my. It's like probably in
Nice.
my top favorite songs, just because they do such a good job.
Well, of
Um,
course, on Spotify they have like tons of Christmas playlists. On
Mhm.
Sirius this year, I believe they have like 20 different stations of Christmas genres. So interesting.
I've
Now,
discovered
I
that
have seen some
Christmas
people
hip hop
debate
is a
this.
thing this year.
I don't see
There's
Elvis
hip-hop
is
music.
Blue Christmas here.
Yeah, there's an R&B soul Christmas station on Sirius.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
listen to that.
Carol, what were you
Hey,
saying?
yeah.
Sorry, I got the delay going on here. Prime Country. I have heard a lot of complaints because Prime Country, I think Channel 58 is on Sirius XM, turns into for the entire month of January. So why don't they add a station instead of getting rid of Prime Country? I think how some people feel about that.
You're an old soul, Carrie Strauss. Old
She's
soul.
a Yoldy.
That I'm
Yeah.
hanging out on Prime Country.
Yeah.
They have a country Christmas station. I wonder why they see what I've been upset about this year. Typically, they turn this Simply Sinatra channel into a Christmas station, but they have not done that this year. And so there is no crooner Christmas playlist this
Oh.
year, which I that's one of my I like that. That's one of my favorites. You just pour yourself a scotch, put on Sinatra Christmas, and
Get a cigar.
Get the
And
Dean
put on
Martin
a-
roll.
Put
Open
on
a
a
book.
jacket. Open a book.
life is good.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm looking at your backdrops and they don't quite line up. And I feel like you need to line those up. I feel like if Lara was here, this is what she would try and
Yeah. I don't know if
Which
that's.
Lara is on holidays, everyone.
I'm
There's
very
Christmas.
jealous.
Yeah, we are all jealous. But yeah. I really do. I feel like I don't know if you can though. No, you can't. Anyway, it's distracting me. Can I ask another
Yes,
one
you
of
should.
my rapid Okay, I
Yeah.
should. Christmas wrapping and not the R&B hip hop type. Are you a perfectionist at a bow and a whatever, or are you good enough?
What do you think?
Should I guess? So I would say if Lara were here, she would be the perfectionist, and I'm sure they're beautiful. And I actually I had
Probably
someone
makes her own wrapping pair.
she
paper.
probably does. I actually had someone
Yeah.
who admitted to back in the day coordinating the tree and the wrapping paper every year, like having like a theme and like which I'm like, what?
You don't
Anyway,
have enough
too much time
worries
has.
in your life if that's what you're doing.
Exactly. That's what I said. Okay, so I am very much good enough. The kids are just going to rip the paper off, whatever. I'm going to say Kelvin puts a little extra love and attention. Kara.
Occasionally, it depends who I'm giving it to.
Occasionally.
Oh, okay. Occasionally. Depends.
Yeah.
I'll forever judge you based on your wrapping then.
We did. Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
when I was a kid, we used to save wrapping paper to reuse it sometimes.
We also
Yeah.
used to use the comics that would come in the free press
yeah.
on Saturday, the color comics, and we would use those. Kara, that's a newspaper. This was a long time ago. People used to get a physical newspaper.
I roll.
Poor Kara.
There used to be Saturday's paper was bigger, and they were color comics.
It was big.
Anyway, yeah, it was a big one. All right, Kara, I'm gonna say you put extra love and attention into wrapping,
No.
but Shaun, you're a good enough.
Oh, I'm barely good enough. Like I've given up on
Like-
wrapping. I
like
now
this
outsource
He
it.
goes to stores where they have the wrapping
I
option.
knew it.
There's that,
Yeah.
or my daughter Rylan is a fantastic rapper, and so I
you
delegate and
outsource.
outsource. Yeah.
Yeah. Bern, who does all the wrapping in your house?
Well, it's strangely similar to Sean. Here we are with the same backgrounds, and I used to be very diligent. Used to love wrapping, but I can't get near any wrapping paper in this home now because my daughter Bridget has fallen in love with wrapping presents. All she does, if you were close by, you could drop by 100 presents. She would wrap them for you.
Oh my
That's what she
gosh.
does as her pastime now. She should show up here any minute and say, "Dad, anything to wrap?"
Oh my gosh.
Living the dream.
I
Living the dream.
I need
I
to
need
be
one of those.
closer.
Yeah.
I need to be closer to Georgetown. All right, and Jim's wife color matches the wrapping and the stocking gifts per person by person. That's amazing. Like well done.
That's getting into Christmas.
Yeah.
That's looking for the aesthetic on the Christmas morning, making sure everything matchy. I am not that person.
You also don't have the confusion as to who is this gift for. Again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Shake
half
it.
the fun.
What
Is that
is
in the
it?
moment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Which one's this one? Yeah. Anyway, I am.
And when
I
you just-
try. Go ahead, Kara.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna say the joy always is when you pick up a present and then it says from Dad, and your dad says, "Who's that present from?" And you go, "From you." And you go,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Oh,
okay."
thanks, Joanne.
Hey, Kara, that's great. Who the hell got you that? You
Yeah,
did.
exactly. You
Oh
did.
yeah, right. Yes. Oh, your
Put so
mother.
much- Yes. Put so much thought into it, Dad. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Huh.
It is true. Okay, so then this brings us to which Shaun, you opened the show with a limited but still time to shop. So, are you done Christmas shopping?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I technically never started. That also is outsourced. And Trish and I did a gift from us to us, and so
Oh,
that took
those are
that
good
pressure off as well. So I have not had to go into a store this year, which
Wow.
is I hate shopping the best of times.
Mm,
So Christmas is
I hear
that
ya.
added layer. So I'm good.
We also know that this is your favorite holiday. So yeah. Now, Bern, are you fully done? Are you done Christmas shopping?
Um, I'm pretty much done, the gift giving. We've got some groceries and some other things to get. But no, I did most of it online this year and, got out to a
Oh, yeah.
record store. Me, I love my albums, so I got a chance to buy a few for some people. Bought some for me as well, but that's okay.
Yes.
But
To
yeah,
Bern, from Bern.
I don't get out as much and got pretty much most of it done. And as I say, baked the Christmas cake, so Christmas is ready to go.
There you go. Kara, what about you?
I think this goes with like usually I'm not crazy into Christmas presents, but usually I'm pretty advanced. Like I'll have them October, November sort of thing. And I think this year, like this goes down to the whole weather sort of thing again though. Like it was so warm, we were so busy still doing so many things outside, and then suddenly it was like, oh my goodness, it's too late to even do online shopping.
Mhm.
And that's
You
kind of
do-
how the year has gone so far. Like I just cannot get over the fact that Christmas is Saturday.
October, November? Okay.
Yeah.
Kelvin, you have a gaggle of children. So are you done, or should you check with your wife to find out if you're done? Or or what?
I think we're good there. It's it's Kayla's gift that I'm a little unsure whether I have enough or whether I should pick something else up yet. She commented that she wanted to get a certain board game, and so I went out and bought it, and then I find out now it's among the gifts we're giving our kids too.
So now you have two
Oh,
pets.
I need to figure out. It's a different version, so I'm not sure.
Oh.
Is it worth
Hmm.
keeping it if it's just a different version of the same game? I may return it and see if there's something else. But
Yeah.
running out
Or
of time.
or just wrap it, put it in a closet, and gift it next year. Be like,
Yeah,
we
or
love
that,
the game
yeah.
so much, we got another one.
Yeah.
But it's a different version. That's a great idea.
It's
Yeah,
it's
games
Ticket
are
to
great.
Ride, which I know some of you guys play.
oh,
So
fabulous game. Carol likes playing that one too.
oh, great.
There we go.
Oh.
What was that, Calvin?
You're back.
It's Ticket to Ride. So I don't know. Is it worth having the different geographies?
I think so.
I just have the regular one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I've never
have.
actually played it.
So Carol? What is the regular one?
Like I think the North American.
The North
one?
American one? That's the one I have too.
I think so. That's the base game, I believe.
Okay, that's what I have.
Do you want me to
I
yell
think we-
downstairs? Because Steve Terpstra is in my house, and he is a huge fan of Ticket to Ride, and I'm pretty sure they have like 3 different versions.
Okay.
See? Oh,
Oh.
Steven
Then we
says
can
yeah.
be more like Steve.
It is.
Then I'll
Yeah,
I'll
be
keep
like
the-
Steve. You should
Oh,
have
there you
more
go.
than one
He likes
version.
Steve.
I
So
just
there
thought
you
it
go.
was
Maybe
a Beatles
wait.
song.
Yeah. Ticket to Ride. Yeah. Maybe open it on New Year's Eve or something. New tradition.
Yeah.
Board game on New Year's Eve.
It sneaks up on you on how long it takes you to play that game. Like
Oh,
when
for
you
sure.
you're laying it out, you're like, yeah, we're gonna play for a little while. This won't take too long, and then you kind of get into it. And it's a very fun game, but it's just like, wow, that took way longer than I thought it would. It's not like Monopoly or Trivial Pursuit like. Risk is long, yeah, but
It's that
it's
Risk
Yeah,
of
it's not
Catan,
nearly as
yeah.
long as Risk.
No.
Yeah, Risk is super long, but fun. Like,
You know
well
the
worth
game
it.
I keep seeing in the store though, Pandemic, and I'm wondering who's buying that game these days.
what's wrong with people?
Like,
Like-
so my sisters had that a couple years ago, and we played it at Christmas at one point. We must have been too chicken to play Dutch Blitz or something. And it was fun, but like, I don't, in this day and age, like, really, it's just, why don't we all just get angry and burn it? Like,
Yeah.
that's more, I don't know. I think
They have-
that's
and
the
they have
more
different
festive
versions.
thing to do.
I think there's like I think there's Pandemic like anniversary or legacy edition or 10-year edition or something like that, and I like
No.
this is not
Yeah.
isn't entertaining. It's too
Huh.
real.
Yeah. Yeah. Christy says we played a lot of Pandemic until it started hitting a little too close
there
to
you go.
home. I'm with
Mhm.
you, Christy. Yeah, absolutely. We did
Why
we did play Pit here last night.
Hey,
So
Gang, I'm good.
oh yeah, Bern's got
See
another
Bern.
party.
I'm gonna scoot. I got another Christmas party to go to, so I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And I will say, I see Brad Martin is on here. Brad, I got your Christmas gift. The Rolling Stones T-shirt has arrived. So Merry Christmas to Brad and Merry
Ooh.
Christmas to everybody.
Yeah, Merry
Nice.
Christmas.
Merry
Bern.
Christmas, Bern.
See you later, gang.
See ya.
Last night we had a bunch of neighbors over for Christmas drinks, and we played Chase the Ace, and that was fun.
Ooh, that is a
Fun
fun one. Yeah, we played. Well, The boys played pit last night. I had to keep score, so that no one was cheating. That's basically
I
how
love
that
games.
works.
I could play games all night. Yeah.
I like it too. So although I did suggest at our whenever we do actually have an in-person RealAg event next that we should play Dutch Blitz. And Kelvin agrees.
I don't think I've ever played Dutch Blitz before.
It's so good. It's a lot of fun.
You can only play with 4 players, though, can't you?
No, you just get another deck.
3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that way? Yeah, you could add more. Yeah.
You just add decks. Yeah. It's the most you need 3 or 4 really to make it super fun. 4, but you can just add. So yeah, no, it works. Anyway,
these games are all a lot simpler than when our our grandparents would be like, "Let's play a game of bridge."
Or euchre. I still don't understand.
You know
how to play
what?
euchre.
My favorite Christmas game will probably always be crib. So we can give it back to the good game. Basics will always be good ones.
Yeah.
I remember
Christy says I'm not ready for Dutch Blitz.
You're probably not, Shaun.
You're not.
I feel like yeah. I feel like we might have to teach it to you, and then you have to practice, and then
really,
it's intense.
I'll have to ask Christy about that.
You're not competitive enough, Shaun.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's that, Kelvin?
You're not competitive enough, maybe.
Not competitive enough. Yes. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah, no, crib is good. I remember though watching my parents playing crib when I was a kid, and I couldn't understand Dad would be like, 15, 2 and a pair is 4, and I'm like, what kind of weird math is this? Like I could not understand what the heck they were actually doing. Anyway, it doesn't make a lot of sense unless you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a good way to learn how to count is the other person takes points when you don't count right. That's a good way to learn how to count in crib.
Ooh, that is. Yeah. Oh, Jim says, "What do you mean?" I haven't played What Do You Mean, but Cards Against Humanity has led to weeping tears of just hilarity. If you play it with the right people.
Well, just wait till your kids get older and they want to play with you.
No, that's not allowed. No, Mommy would have to edit the cards first.
Mommy would have to edit the cards.
I would veto some of them and then Sharpie some of them and then yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying. Yeah.
It's funny.
I feel like Cards Against Humanity doesn't stand up though. I played it quite a few times and you're like, this is so fun, this is hilarious, and then you go back and play it and you're like, I feel like all the jokes have been told. I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough decks, but it's not as taboo as it was.
You got to get new decks. There's new decks coming.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. There is. We did play once there's a Canadian expansion pack. That was a pretty good one. One of the answers was Terry Fox's leg, prosthetic leg was one of the answers.
That could go sideways.
That's the kind of things you get in the expansion pack.
The Canadian expansion pack. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Lyndsey, when are you taking your Christmas tree down?
Oh, okay. So this is a great question. So my mother was very superstitious, and you are never allowed to have one tree in 2 years. So it must be down by New Year's Eve. It usually comes down before then, but it has to be down by New Year's Eve. I don't usually do the Boxing Day thing and immediately box it up, except for the year that I was due with Elliot. So Elliot was born in January. And it was part of my nesting thing that on Boxing Day, the tree came down, all the decorations went away, everything. I cleaned the whole house and was and then I still had to wait 3 weeks for him to be born. But that's the only time I've ever taken it down on Boxing Day. But it has to be down by New Year's Eve. Yeah. That's the rule.
It's a good rule.
Mm-hmm.
I like that rule.
I think so.
Kelvin, he's probably middle of February.
First week of January, bro. It'll come down first week of January.
I guess it depends if you do Ukrainian Christmas. You have to leave it up.
Yeah, we don't. But
when is Ukrainian Christmas?
It's 2 weeks after.
Third week of January.
Yeah, third. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Third week. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know when.
Jim Hale says, "You need any of the expansion packs? We have all of them.
Okay. All of them.
Okay. This year, Ukrainian Christmas is January 7th already, so that
that's early.
Earlier than normal.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think it is too. But
and Kara, what about you?
So I love my Christmas tree. My partner Braden has brought me a bit down to earth. If it was up to me, it would go on November 12th. It would go up, and it would come down on February 10th, my birthday.
Wow.
Wait,
Um,
that's
but
a long haul.
there's just like I just don't feel like you can beat sitting in the living room, no other lights on, just the Christmas light, the fireplace. Like, can we just enjoy that for a couple months, please? It's cold, it's dark, it's winter.
That
Um,
is. So,
but
so
the compromise this year was December 1st. He said, okay, we could put it up in December. And I said, okay, so December
the 1st.
1st
Mhm.
then, right? Yeah, okay. So the first it went up. But I mean, realistically, it'll come down the first week of January. In my parents' house growing up, it was before New Year's. It would always come down, yep.
Yeah. So a friend of mine, Ashley Napton, has a new cat this season who has like adopted her Christmas tree as like Kitty's new place to sleep under and whatever. And she's like, what am I going to do when I take this tree down? This poor cat has like fallen in love with laying under the Christmas tree. And I was like, Ashley, you just turn it into a holiday tree and you just change it to Valentine's. And then you just change it to Easter decorations. And then you just keep it up all year and you just redecorate it. So I'm going to see if she does it. But that was my suggestion.
Brad's
Yeah.
got a good
I've seen
question.
some house-
Oh,
Do you have a favorite ornament on your tree?
ooh, that's a super good question.
Kara, how about you?
I don't know if I actually have a. I know my mom at home still has some cool interviews, some cool ornaments that are from some of us growing up. But no, I don't know if I have any super special ornaments. I'm one of those people though that I'm not about my tree being all matchy matchy. I like the fun ones and the ones that mean something, and the homemade ones and those kinds of cool ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Shaun?
Well, growing up, we had all the different ornaments you kind of collect, or your kids make in school, and it was sort of a collage on the tree. But we've transitioned to the fake tree where everything's kind of like synchronized, like it's all looks the same, and all of those ornaments aren't there. So it's this one doesn't apply. I don't necessarily have a favorite ornament.
Mm.
That's sort of.
Kelvin, what about you?
Sorry, I kind of bummed you guys out there. That was not great.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite either,
humbug.
but yeah, we're still at the stage where every year the kids come home from school with homemade ones, so those are always special. And right now we have a 1-year-old wandering around that seems to be able to reach some of them. So not all of them have survived the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple that the kids have made. Usually there's some really adorable ones that are just hideous because they were made when the kids were like 3, but some of them, not all of them, have survived, but some. We also have, everyone has an initial on the tree. But one of my favorites right now is Charlie. When I think she was 2, she made like the salt dough ornaments, and it's her handprint that they turned into a Santa. Yeah, that they turn, and it's so cute. So every year now we can like measure how much her hand has grown against her little salt ornament, and it's really cute.
That is cool.
Brian's favorite would be Mater from Cars. That seems very on par.
That's on brand. Brian,
right on
I like
brand.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have some not favorite ornaments. Does everybody remember those ones that were like super fragile that had like the indented like design on them, and they would just like, as soon as you looked at them wrong, they would smash, and then your mother would yell at you? Yeah, those were my least favorite ones. And I cut my finger, probably because I was like poking them. But they were
like
also
back when they were made out of
incredibly-
glass too.
Yeah, like they were glass, and they had like they were like indented and had like a design, and I broke a lot of them.
Mm.
Wasn't the cat, it was me. And I was not 1, Kelvin. I was a lot older. So yeah, anyway, that's a good question. Shaun, I'm a little bit sad. I think that you should have like your own office tree, and you should put whatever you want on it.
We do have a tree here at the office.
So how come you don't have? You should get Christy.
Who decorated
bring
it? Christy?
Yeah, get some
No,
salt dough.
my brother did.
And do your handprint.
Oh.
Oh, do my handprint?
Do your handprint and make it into a Santa.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan's tree has already fallen down once this year. That's actually a good question. Have you ever had the tree fall over and smash things, Kara?
So there was one year my parents have like security cameras in their house, and my brother's sitting upstairs. It's the one year we always had an artificial tree, and the one year my dad's like, "Kate," because my mom really doesn't like having all the pine needles and everything everywhere, and my dad's like, "Kate, we're cutting down a tree this year. We're doing it." So we went, get the tree and whatever, get it all set up, and then a couple nights later, we're all in different parts of the house, and all of a sudden you hear like a "Wah!" and a crash and a boom, and we have this whole thing on slow motion of my brother like just turning, looking at the tree, and he's like eating popcorn, and he stops. He puts another kernel of popcorn in his mouth and proceeds to watch it just fall like straight onto it. The whole tree launches. So
I love
yeah,
that
that's
he
the
keeps eating popcorn.
What made it fall? Why
that
did
was
it
the
fall?
best part of it all. Was that he just kept eating. Like he stopped, thought about it, watched it continue falling.
It
I
was
was
like,
like,
yeah,
wow.
I'm gonna keep eating this popcorn. Yeah. What made it fall? Did it just it wasn't in the base?
I don't
well
think it was
enough?
in the holder right. I think
Yeah.
it was our first
That happens.
year of the real tree, so we didn't have. We
Yeah.
probably didn't have it set up right.
Yeah, we often had to secure it. So we always had a real tree, but we always secured it at the top. There was a hook that lived in the the living room ceiling, and we'd always put the tree up and then secure it at the top to the hook at the top with like a little string. Because we had cats and a dog and
Yeah.
children. And
Our dog knocked
so,
ours over one
yeah,
time. It's tackled it. Like spear tackled the tree.
Kelvin, have the kids ever pulled it over?
I don't think they have. We've usually been more careful than we have been this year in terms of like putting a pen around it, even sometimes to keep them away. But we haven't put any presents under the tree yet this year, just because they get destroyed as soon as that happens. But
yeah, that's true. Also, I mean, your youngest is your fourth, which means she doesn't get a baby book. She doesn't get a gate around the tree.
Well,
She's basically
exactly,
going to raise herself. So it's fine.
she's doing all right at that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Brad, whoever thought of putting the bag at the bottom of a real tree? Genius. Yes. The first time I saw that, I was like, what? Yeah.
Okay, Jim's got another one here. He's full of good ideas.
Oh, he is. We should have had Jim on.
Best holiday snack.
Oh. I'm very fond of my gingerbread cookies that hang on the tree. They taste better tree for a bit.
Gingerbread's always good, but I'm before Kara says this, I'm going to say papanate.
Yes.
This was mentioned last year.
Now we're all.
Yeah. The story behind it, I believe, was mentioned last year.
Hey, Kara, now it's just the two of us.
Did we all leave?
It's just the two of us.
Kelvin was talking about his favorite. What did he say for his favorite cookies? I lost it.
He said, how do you say it? Papanate?
Papanate, yeah.
Papanate.
Yes.
So I just discovered that they're watching.
I know you pronounce it differently, but I think it's the same.
Yeah, in Dutch we say pepernoten is how we say it. I think in German it's however you say it.
And what is this again?
I'd have to look up what the ingredient. I haven't made it, but it's like a little biscuits, little cookie. It's dough that you roll and then you chop it into little slices, and it's like, and then you bake it. And I don't know what would be in it. What's the spice in there, Kara? I should know.
It's
Yeah,
like
there's
a
like
ginger. Isn't it kind of a gingery, nutmeggy sort of thing?
Yeah.
It's nutmeg in it, I think, that gives it that.
And you eat and you can eat a whole bowl full of these little. They're like mini cookies. You eat a whole bowl full of them.
But there's a whole
And,
European story behind it that is dabbled
I
with
don't
all
know that.
sorts of racism that I'm probably not going to get into on the live, but
Different-
Google it and
Different show, Kara. Different show.
Google it.
Yeah.
Or not. Anyway.
we're not.
Christy
Yeah.
says her husband makes a deadly homemade poppycock. We have Brad Martin, nuts and bolts for the win.
Nuts and bolts is up
Yeah,
there too,
that's
yeah.
a good one, too.
I'm there too.
With
our
the bugles
family.
or without the bugles?
Oh, bugles are good. Yeah, bugles are good.
Yeah, because how else are you supposed to do the bugle hands and
Uh,
chase people with the, Yeah.
I'm going to
Chelsea
need
Wolves.
help on what the heck Brian Voth is talking about.
Oh,
Schmontkuchen.
What
Cream
is
Yeah,
that?
cookies.
chocolate cookie.
That's
Oh.
it's yeah.
Okay.
What is
that,
it?
that
That's-
I don't.
sounds good.
That's an all year thing though. I guess yeah, they're good at Christmas, but they're good all year round. That's right
Well,
up there.
good thing should be year round.
Mhm.
Chocolate peanut butter balls. Yes, Ryan Barrett. I thought you were going to say
Yes.
potatoes, but we
He
could
does
go.
love PEI potatoes.
Yes.
What are Chelsea rolls for breakfast? Ryan, help me out. What's
Chelsea rolls for breakfast on Christmas
Is that
morning.
is that an autocorrect, or is that something I've never heard of? Because now I feel like I should make them.
Hmm.
That's an
I
interesting
love
one.
those. What do you call the cookies when you put jam in the inside? I always call them jams, but I don't believe that's what they're. Oh, is that what you call them?
That's
Or
what we call 'em,
thumbprint?
yeah.
Yeah, or
Lyndsey's
We call 'em
laughing.
thumbprint
jam
cookies. Yeah, I am just hearing you say
and
jam.
and the best. So we have a tradition every year. We decorate cookies with the kids, and the best
Yeah.
cookies for that are made from the jam dough. That recipe for making like your red
Oh,
men and all the
yeah,
stars and trees and all the cookie
yeah.
cutter shape.
My friend Janine back in Manitoba makes an amazing it's like it's a breakfast casserole. It's like hash browns and ham and cheese and all sorts of deliciousness, and it is amazing. And I swear it's like 6 inches deep. Like it's this huge casserole. It feeds an army, but oh my goodness, it's so good. Yeah.
Brad says that Kara's
Oh,
jams are called imperial cookies.
that's
I-
only if they have the marzipan icing on them, though.
Oh.
Imperial cookies have the marzipan and then like the little maraschino cherry on top.
Oh, get those out of
yeah.
here! Nobody actually likes maraschino cherries.
Okay, in our house, the controversy is whether or not anyone likes marzipan, like the almond flavor, which
Oh
I
yeah,
love
no,
it,
that's
but
good.
my dad and my sister hate. Um.
My mom makes a Christmas crack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, with that's like the crackers with the caramel and the chocolate and the.
Well, it's like it's in a
whatever.
bowl and it's all loose and you just can't stop eating it. I think that's the whole crack.
Different
part.
than nuts and bolts.
That's so cool.
Different than nuts and bolts, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bit of a different sugary film on it. It's just it's can't stop. She makes an what does she call it? She makes an Easter one too called bunny bait. And,
Would this be? Would puppy chow be similar to that? Like, is it icing sugar?
What is happening right now? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Really?
Puppy?
You don't know what puppy chow is?
No, like I
Like with the
feed it
white,
to my
like
dog.
with the shreddies and the white icing
Yeah.
sugar?
Yeah. Or is it Shreddies? It's a different type
Yeah.
of cereal. I'm
Yeah.
blanking on it.
Shreddies are.
But-
she puts
Is it-
shreddies
Yeah,
in
you-
her Christmas crack.
Yeah. I think
don't.
we call it puppy chow here.
Okay.
Okay,
I
that
think
one.
French
Okay,
chocolate
now
is
someone
different
explain to
thing.
me why the heck do you call it? Why do you call it puppy chow though?
It looks like that. I think is
Right.
the
What's a
According
metric
to
cookie?
Google,
Yes.
puppy chow is also known as muddy buddies. So if you know what muddy buddies are, maybe that helps. But it's a
it's
thing.
basically
Okay.
it's
I'm gonna Google
Crispix
it.
cereal with icing
Crisp-
sugar, melted chocolate chips, butter, peanut butter sometimes.
Yeah.
Just you put it in an ice cream pail, shake the
Oh.
ice cream
Quite
pail,
good.
put it in a bowl, and serve it.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Barrett says there's this thing called Google. You can Google Chelsea rolls, and when you do that, it says they have cherries, brown sugar, and and soft rolls. So,
Oh,
and
hey.
yum.
That does look good. It looks like a cinnamon bun almost.
Yeah. Joey says my mother makes crumb cakes.
Oh.
What else we
With
got here?
2 Ks, I feel like that's something that SpongeBob would make.
That's
Russia.
3
It's
Ks,
like I think
actually.
it's out of Russia or something. Russia uses K's,
Oh, that
don't
could
they? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Jim Hale says shortbread, smoky
Oh, I
spice,
do like
nuts
shortbread.
and bolts. What do we have?
Diamond shredding.
Are
Ryan
you
says
Westerners so desperate to
for
drive
decorating.
grain sales that you make cereal into treats? You're catching on there,
Apparently.
Barrett. You're catching
Yeah.
on, my friend.
We should come up with
That's-
a potato Christmas treat for those PEI potatoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Now I have to Google puppy chow. Oh, crumb cake is Scandinavian. All right. Now-
I feel like there's
Yeah.
a show on ESPN where they
like-
talk and then there's like a fact checker at the end of the show, and Christy is that person.
Christy's
Christy's
doing
doing
that.
There she
as
has the
we
Christmas
speak.
crack recipe.
Yeah.
That's not
Oh,
puppy
there you
chow.
go.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Christmas crack that she was talking about is not my mom's Christmas crack.
Oh,
Well, I'm
okay.
guessing other people. I guess there are different ones. So Scandinavian, interesting. Okay, Potato chocolate
Potato
cake.
chocolate cake.
Okay, Ryan, don't you can't just make stuff up. Okay, we are gonna. Christy is a fact checker, and she's gonna find
Well, it
this
works
out.
with zucchini. People put zucchini and other things in their chocolate cake.
Potato
That's
chocolate cake is
true.
amaze balls. I like that. That's good.
Okay, Ryan, please send me some, and I will
Uh,
let you know if I agree.
Pierre
You
is calling in from
yourself.
France. Be interested to know what
hello,
the favorite Christmas snack is in France.
Yes.
Pierre, feel free to participate. So apples and raisins in turkey stuffing. What is?
I would eat that. I like sweet and savory. Is
Is
it
it-
fun?
Do
Potato treat.
Kinda. When you
guess
really
so.
think about it.
Yeah, I guess so. I like how
The
like
sweet
once we got on
nectar
food,
of the
that's it.
potato.
See, the best is when spouses and partners participate.
Yeah.
Michelle, who's married to Brad, says, "Are you being safe by not including Brad Martin on your live show?"
Possibly.
Maybe. Yes, that's
Yes.
yeah.
Oysters. You are from France. When favorite Christmas treat, oysters. You know, the usual.
I
Yeah.
love oysters. What?
I have to be in like the actual like headspace mood to like, because sometimes they ick me out. And then
Like,
other
so when
times
you
I'm
say
like,
actual
"These are
headspace, you mean like 4 glasses of white wine? Is that what you're talking about? Or
probably red, but yes. Yeah.
Red with
Once
your
I'm like,
seafood monster.
come on, you monster. At least I don't eat puppy chow. I don't understand.
I'm gonna have eggnog.
Half in Bow Island, half and half. That's what that is now. Half eggnog, half milk. Yeah. Oh, mussels. You see, I like mussels.
Yeah.
Probably more than oysters. Yeah. and
Truffle?
truffles. I think Pierre should come to more of our events and bring food. I'm just saying. Also, Kelvin, I did put it in the guest chat, but I feel like I should say this out loud, is that I really did think you were wearing like a sport coat. But it turns out it's just a regular plaid shirt.
It's just a regular shirt.
But
with,
I just saw
buttons.
your shoulders and I thought that you had really got dressed up in a sport
Yeah.
coat.
Really?
full old English
Yeah.
Christmas carol style.
Yeah,
Going all
you
out.
need like
I
the
forgot my
newsboy
pipe.
cap and and a pipe.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Anyway, so Ryan Barrett does say that apparently there are recipes on their website for the PEI Potato Board website, and guess where I am going to go and find some of these things, because now I want to make potato chocolate cake. Like, why not?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it really does, actually. Anyway, we are today, after we finish this broadcast, and I finish up a few things, we are going to decorate gingerbread cookies today. So
Cookies or
maybe it'll go-
houses? You're building houses or
No,
just
always cookies. So we don't do houses. We do cookies because we hang them on the tree. And I think I've shared this before. So any parents or soon to be parents, here's the trick. Is you get your children to make gingerbread cookies. They can ice them however they want. You hang them on the tree, and then Christmas morning they can eat that when they're opening their gifts. And so what this does, of course, is it buys you time before you have to make breakfast. So you can sit and enjoy your coffee all the way to the bottom before the children are like, you have to make us breakfast. No. So there you go. That's what
Huh.
you do. You just let them eat the cookies off the tree.
better the cookies than the tree itself?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
to Ryan's point, he's talking about great Christmas memories milking. I was seeing John Kowalczyk was writing on Twitter today. He was talking about how he used to have to go out and do the chores. Before, that's how you knew it was Christmas morning, because he said the chores were always done. I think he even wrote that his dad one year came out and was like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are done," because they knew once those chores were done, then they could come in and open presents. So I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of similar kind of cool farm stories that way.
Yeah, I agree. And Warren Schneckenberger says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to Warren. Warren, I will say, I sort of have to apologize. Warren has been on every single agronomist's since harvest started. And it was sort of an unfortunate thing because he would have rather been harvesting, but the weather never cooperated. So he got to watch every episode of The Agronomist, but it was because he wasn't in the field. So I'm sorry, Warren. I hope next year's harvest goes a little better. But
And
I
we're
do
taking
appreciate
we're taking a
interrupt.
Christmas break on the agronomist, right?
Yes, we are actually. Yeah, and I did mention that on the show. But for anybody else, there won't be one the 27th or the 3rd. So we're back January 10th. That will be the first agronomist of the new year.
Yeah, and then
Don't-
next week on RealAg Radio, we're doing Best of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be good. I've been putting those shows together all week. I got one more to do. Fridays.
Which is it Fridays? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this
So-
week, so what are we? Today we're Wednesday. We're doing a regular show Friday though.
This week, yes. Yeah, Christmas
Yeah.
Eve will be a regular
Okay.
show. Yep. There's still stuff to talk about.
Okay,
There's a lot- It's been a busy week, still stuff going on.
There's probably too much stuff to talk about. I've been sort of keeping track because I know we do have the show on Friday, which we always do the issues panel, and there's a lot going on. And now we have a whole bunch of recipes to share about things called puppy chow and Chelsea rolls. So that could be an entire show.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, exactly.
there you go.
Okay, well, should we
Yeah.
wrap it up?
There you go. Probably. I gotta go make cookies and Google recipes.
Joey.
Glad we
Joey.
gave them comic relief.
That's what we're here for, Joey. That's what we're here for.
All yours, Joey. All
Yeah.
yours.
Yep.
Cool. Well, hey, on behalf of the entire RealAg team, want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Christmas show and really, really appreciate it. Want everybody to have a great Christmas and holiday season with all their friends and family. And on behalf of everybody at Real Agriculture, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Hey, everybody.
Christmas.